The humble penny in your pocket could hold secrets from over 50 years ago. Imagine this, a coin so seemingly ordinary yet so extraordinary that it's tied to a pivotal moment in American history, a moment that reshaped how we think about money, scarcity, and value. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1966 USA penny, a coin whose origins, rarity, and potential worth might just leave you questioning every piece of loose change you've ever overlooked. As we begin, picture this, a shiny copper penny spinning on a table, its luster reflecting the light. At first glance, it's just another coin. But what if this penny could be worth thousands, even millions? That's right. This is no ordinary coin. The 1966 USA penny is a relic of a bold decision by the U.S. Mint, a decision born out of necessity but one that inadvertently created a collector's dream. Stick around because the story of this unassuming coin might just change the way you look at pocket change forever. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1966 penny, we have to step back in time to the 1960s, a decade of profound cultural, political, and economic shifts in the United States. It was a time when coins, especially dimes, quarters, and half dollars, were vanishing from circulation at an unprecedented rate. Why? Because of the rising value of silver. With the metal's price climbing, people began hoarding coins that contained silver, effectively creating a national shortage. This shortage affected not only silver coins but also copper ones, including the humble penny. It's hard to imagine today, but back then, finding coins for everyday transactions became a real challenge. To combat this crisis, the U.S. Mint made a series of drastic decisions. One of the most controversial was the removal of mint marks from coins in 1965, 1966, and 1967. Mint marks, those tiny letters indicating where a coin was produced, had long been a staple of U.S. coinage. But the Mint believed that removing them would discourage hoarding by making it harder for collectors to identify and stockpile coins from specific mints. This bold move was both practical and symbolic, representing a shift in the way coins were produced and perceived. But as we'll see, it also laid the groundwork for the 1966 penny to become something truly unique. Now, let's talk about the penny itself. The 1966 USA penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that had been standard for decades. Its design features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a pairing that's instantly recognizable to any American. But what makes this coin stand out isn't just its material or design. It's the context of its creation, a time when the Mint was operating under immense pressure to produce enough coins to meet demand, all while navigating the challenges of a metal shortage and public scrutiny. Despite the Mint's efforts, some 1966 pennies managed to escape with peculiar characteristics. These anomalies, known as error coins, are the stuff of legend among collectors. Imagine finding a penny with a double die, where the design elements appear to have been stamped twice. Or an off-center strike, where the image is misaligned. These errors are more than just quirks, they're windows into the manufacturing process and, more importantly, they're incredibly valuable. In fact, one of these rare errors could make a 1966 penny worth thousands of dollars. But here's the kicker, there might still be undiscovered variants out there, hidden in plain sight. Of course, rarity isn't just about errors. It's also about production numbers. In 1966, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, but the absence of mint marks makes it impossible to know exactly how many came from each facility. This lack of specificity adds an air of mystery to the coin. Think about it, with so many pennies in circulation, how do you determine which ones are truly special? The answer lies in a combination of factors, including condition, historical significance, and sheer luck. This brings us to the value of the 1966 penny today. What makes a coin valuable? It's a question that's as much about perception as it is about reality. For the 1966 penny, value hinges on a few key factors. First, there's the condition of the coin. In the world of numismatics, the grading scale ranges from poor to perfect uncirculated. A penny that's been well preserved over the decades, showing no signs of wear, can command a significantly higher price than one that's been through countless vending machines and piggy banks. Then there's rarity. Even among billions of coins, certain 1966 pennies stand out due to their unique characteristics. And finally, there's demand. Coins are like any other collectible, their value is determined by what someone is willing to pay. And as we've seen in recent years, that willingness can reach astronomical levels. Case in point, there are documented stories of 1966 pennies fetching jaw-dropping sums at auction. These aren't just stories of collectors, they're tales of discovery, where ordinary people stumbled upon extraordinary finds. Imagine the thrill of holding a coin in your hand, realizing its worth, and watching the bids climb higher and higher. It's a moment of transformation, turning a penny into a treasure, but how do you know if your 1966 penny is one of the lucky few? The first step is inspection. Look closely at the coin's details. Is there any doubling in the design elements? Are there signs of an off-center strike or other anomalies? Next, consider the coin's condition. Does it retain its original luster, or has it been worn down over time? If you're unsure, it's worth consulting a professional grader or coin dealer. They have the expertise and tools to assess your penny's true value. Now, let's add another layer to this mystery. What if I told you there are still unsolved questions surrounding the 1966 penny? Despite decades of study and discovery, there's always the possibility that new variants or errors will emerge. These undiscovered gems could redefine what we know about this coin and its place in numismatic history. Could one of these hidden treasures be sitting in your collection right now? It's a tantalizing thought, one that keeps collectors and enthusiasts searching tirelessly. So, how can you find these elusive coins? The answer might be closer than you think. Start by checking your loose change. Pennies from the 1960s are still in circulation, and while finding a 1966 penny in pristine condition is rare, it's not impossible. Another option is to search through coin rolls from banks. This method, known as coin roll hunting, has yielded incredible finds for collectors. It takes patience and persistence, but the potential reward is well worth the effort. Once you found a 1966 penny, preserving its condition is crucial. Coins are delicate artifacts, and improper handling can significantly impact their value. Always handle your coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints, and consider investing in protective holders or cases. Store them in a cool, dry place to prevent tarnishing or corrosion. These simple steps can help ensure that your penny retains its value for years to come. As we come to the end of our journey, let's recap what we've learned. The 1966 USA penny is more than just a piece of currency, it's a piece of history. Born out of a time of scarcity and innovation, it's a testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of the US Mint. Its unique features, potential errors, and historical significance make it a fascinating subject for collectors and enthusiasts alike. And while not every 1966 penny is worth a fortune, the possibility that one could be is enough to spark curiosity and excitement. So, what are you waiting for? Grab a magnifying glass and start searching. Your next great discovery could be hiding in plain sight, waiting to be uncovered. And when you find that special coin, don't forget to share your story. Who knows? Your tale of discovery might inspire others to embark on their own numismatic adventures. Could the next $1 million penny be sitting in your pocket right now? There's only one way to find out. Start your search today, and remember, sometimes, the greatest treasures are the ones we overlook. Thank you for watching, and happy hunting. Imagine owning a coin from 1968 that could be worth thousands of dollars. Sound impossible? Think again. What if I told you that the penny sitting in your pocket right now could hold a secret that turns it into a treasure worth more than you ever imagined? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1968 US penny, a coin with a story that will leave you amazed and reaching for your change jar. This isn't just any penny. It's a symbol of a time when coinage, economy, and history all collided, creating unique opportunities for collectors and treasure hunters alike. By the end of this video, you'll know what makes this coin so special, how to identify the ones worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, and why you should check every 1968 penny you come across. So buckle up, because we're about to uncover the secrets behind one of the most intriguing coins in US history. And who knows? You might just have a hidden fortune in your hands. The late 1960s was a transformative period for US coinage. Following the elimination of silver from most circulating coins in 1965, the U.S. Mint faced new challenges in balancing production demands with the economy. By 1968, mint marks were reintroduced after a 3-year hiatus, signaling a return to tradition, but with a twist. Mint marks might seem like tiny, inconsequential details, but they hold the key to identifying where a coin was made: Denver, San Francisco, or Philadelphia. And here's where it gets exciting. Not all mint marks are created equal. In fact, some 1968 pennies carry unique characteristics tied to their production location. This small detail has turned some of these coins into treasures, with values far exceeding their face value. Could one of these be hiding in plain sight? But the story doesn't stop there. The 1968 penny marked a critical juncture in the history of coin collecting. Its composition, 95% copper and 5% zinc, harkened back to the traditional pennies of earlier decades, preserving the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. This design, introduced in 1909, remained a symbol of continuity even as the world around it changed dramatically. However, within this standard design lies the potential for incredible variation. Some pennies produced in 1968 contain rare errors that transform them from ordinary coins into collectors' dreams. And that's what we're about to dive into next. Imagine finding a penny with doubling on the date or lettering, where each numeral or letter appears slightly doubled due to a rare minting error. These are known as double die obverse errors, and they're among the most sought-after mistakes in the world of coin collecting. The thrill of spotting one is unmatched, and in 1968, there were several instances of this elusive error. Then there are the repunched mint marks, or RPMs. These occur when a mint mark is struck twice in slightly different positions, creating a fascinating visual effect that collectors love. These errors, especially from the Denver and San Francisco mints, are particularly prized. And let's not forget the off-center strikes, where a coin is struck improperly, resulting in a design that's shifted off-center. These striking errors are rare and captivating, making them instant conversation pieces, and high-value items at auction. But the crown jewel of 1968 penny errors. The elusive 1968's double die penny from the San Francisco Mint. This variant, if discovered, can fetch thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars depending on its condition. Could you imagine finding one of these rare gems in your pocket change? It's not just a dream, it's a real possibility. Now let's talk about value. What makes a 1968 penny truly valuable? It all comes down to condition, rarity, and demand. Coins in pristine condition, known as mint state, command the highest prices. These coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with grades above 60 considered mint state. Even slight blemishes can affect a coin's value, which is why collectors and dealers pay close attention to every detail. At auction, the stakes can be staggering. Stories abound of seemingly ordinary 1968 pennies fetching extraordinary sums. One such story involves a perfectly preserved 1968 penny with a rare error, selling for thousands of dollars at auction. The combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance creates a perfect storm that drives these prices sky high. But here's the kicker: the market for 1968 pennies is still growing. As collectors search for specific errors and mint-state examples, demand continues to rise. And there's a hidden factor that could make these coins even more valuable, a factor we'll reveal shortly. What if there's more to the 1968 penny than we've discovered so far? What if there are still undocumented variants, errors, or production quirks waiting to be uncovered? This possibility keeps coin enthusiasts searching, analyzing, and dreaming. Some believe there could be coins with unique features that haven't been recorded, hidden away in jars, drawers, or forgotten collections. Could you be the one to discover the next great 1968 penny treasure? Stick around, because we're about to show you how to find and preserve these incredible coins. That if you're ready to start your treasure hunt, here's how you can find 1968 pennies with potential value. Start by searching through your loose change, rolls of coins from banks, or family coin collections. Pay close attention to mint marks, dates, and any irregularities in the design. When examining a coin, use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to look for doubling, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. These small details can mean the difference between an ordinary penny and a collector's prize. Once you've found a promising coin, preservation is key. Never clean a coin, doing so can damage its surface and decrease its value. Instead, store it in a protective holder or coin album to prevent scratches and exposure to the elements. To recap, the 1968 US penny is far more than a simple piece of copper. It's a window into a fascinating period of US history, a treasure trove of unique errors and variants, and a potential jackpot for collectors. Have you checked your change for a 1968 penny yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Let us know in the comments if you find anything exciting. We'd love to hear your stories, and if you're as fascinated by rare coins as we are, don't miss our video on the most valuable pennies ever discovered. The next big discovery in the coin world could be hiding in your pocket. Start searching today, and who knows? You might just strike gold, or copper, in this case. Let me know if you'd like adjustments or additional details. The hidden treasure of the 2000 US penny. Could this common coin make you rich? Imagine standing in line at a coffee shop, fishing through your pocket or purse for a few coins. Your fingers brush against a penny, and you almost toss it aside. It's just a penny, right? But what if I told you that the unassuming coin in your hand, minted in the year 2000, might be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars? It sounds like a fantasy, but the truth is, the 2000 US penny holds secrets that most people overlook. Secrets that, for the keen observer, could unlock a fortune. Let's dive deep into the story of the 2000 penny, exploring its history, unique features, rare errors, and why it remains a treasure hunt for collectors around the world. By the time we're done, you might find yourself eagerly inspecting every penny you come across. After all, the next great discovery in the coin world could be hiding in plain sight. A coin at the turn of the millennium. To understand the significance of the 2000 US penny, we first need to place it in historical context. The year 2000 was a momentous time. It marked the beginning of a new millennium, a milestone celebrated around the globe with great anticipation and some trepidation. Remember the Y2K panic? While computer glitches and global chaos didn't materialize, the dawn of the 21st century still carried a sense of newness and possibility. Amid this backdrop, the United States Mint continued its long-standing tradition of producing Lincoln cents. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, was already a symbol of American heritage. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin featured the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse front, making it the first U.S. coin to honor a historical figure. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo had graced the coin since 1959, commemorating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design remained unchanged through the year 2000, ensuring continuity even as the nation embraced the future. The 2000 penny's composition and production. By the year 2000, the composition of the penny had undergone significant changes. Early Lincoln cents were made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. However, rising copper prices in the early 1980s forced the U.S. Mint to adopt a more cost-effective composition. Starting in 1982, pennies were struck with a core of 97.5% zinc and coated with a thin layer of copper, giving them the same appearance as their predecessors but at a fraction of the cost. The 2000 penny was no exception to this rule. Its lightweight construction and familiar copper hue made it indistinguishable from earlier coins in circulation. Yet, despite its ordinary appearance, this penny held the potential for extraordinary value, thanks to the errors and variants that emerged during its production. Rare errors and variants. What to look for? One of the most exciting aspects of the 2000 penny is the range of rare errors and variants that make certain coins highly collectible. These anomalies, created during the minting process, turn everyday coins into sought-after treasures. Let's explore the most notable ones. Point 1. The wide AM variety. Perhaps the most famous 2000 penny error is the wide AM variety. Found on pennies minted at the Philadelphia Mint, this error occurs on the reverse side of the coin. Normally, the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse are spaced closely together, almost touching. In the wide AM error, these letters are spaced further apart, creating a noticeable gap. Why does this matter? The wide AM error is rare, making it highly desirable among collectors. Coins with this anomaly can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. Spotting this variety requires a keen eye or a magnifying tool, but the effort can pay off handsomely. Point 2. The close AM variety. On the flip side, pennies minted at the San Francisco Mint as part of proof sets sometimes exhibit the close AM variety. In this error, the A and M in America are positioned too close together, nearly touching. While less valuable than the wide AM, the close AM still holds appeal for collectors who appreciate the rarity and craftsmanship of error coins. Point 3. Other notable errors. The 2000 penny also includes other fascinating errors, such as double dies, where certain elements like the date or lettering appear doubled due to a misalignment during the die creation process. Off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and repunched mint marks, RPMs, further add to the list of collectible variants. Each of these errors tells a unique story, reflecting the challenges and imperfections of coin production. The role of mint marks in grading. To fully appreciate the value of the 2000 penny, it's essential to understand mint marks in grading. Mint marks indicate where a coin was produced, P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. While pennies from all three mints were struck in 2000, those with errors or anomalies are the ones that capture the attention of collectors. Grading, on the other hand, determines a coin's condition and significantly influences its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1, poor, to 70, perfect, with higher grades commanding higher prices. A 2000 wide AM penny graded as MS 68, mint state, can sell for thousands of dollars, while lower-grade examples fetch more modest sums. Auction stories and market demand. The allure of the 2000 penny is best illustrated through auction stories. Consider the case of a wide AM penny discovered in uncirculated condition. This coin, hidden in a roll of pennies for decades, sold at auction for over $1,500, a remarkable sum for a single cent. Such stories fuel the passion of collectors and inspire countless people to comb through their change in search of hidden treasures. Market demand for error coins remains strong, driven by the combination of rarity, historical significance, and the thrill of discovery. As more people enter the hobby of coin collecting, the value of unique coins like the 2000 penny continues to rise. How to find and preserve 2000 pennies. If you're ready to embark on your own treasure hunt, here are some practical tips for finding and preserving 2000 pennies. Point 1. Search your change. Start with the coins you already have. Examine your loose change, coin jars, and collections for 2000 pennies. Pay close attention to the reverse side for wide AM or close AM errors. Point 2. Visit banks. Request rolls of pennies from your local bank. Searching through rolls increases your chances of finding rare coins and can be a fun and rewarding hobby. Point 3. Use proper tools. Invest in a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect coins closely. These tools are essential for spotting subtle errors and evaluating a coin's condition. Point 4. Preserve your finds. Handle valuable coins carefully to avoid scratches or damage. Store them in protective holders or albums, and avoid cleaning them, as this can diminish their value. Conclusion: a penny worth a fortune. The story of the 2000 US penny is a testament to the idea that extraordinary treasures often hide in plain sight. What appears to be a simple coin can hold immense value, thanks to its history, unique features, and the passion of collectors. By taking the time to inspect your pennies and learn about their characteristics, you might just uncover a piece of history, and perhaps a fortune. So, the next time you come across a penny, don't dismiss it as mere pocket change. Look closer, and you might discover a hidden gem. After all, the next great coin discovery could be just a penny away.